I'm Marcella. I've been practicing at Bikram's St. John's for a couple years, about 2 years, and I'm pregnant. Oh, baby. I started practicing Bikram yoga because I have had a long infertility journey and I was coping with the cycle of trying to get pregnant, being pregnant, going through a loss. And it was really difficult on my body physically and on my mind mentally. I decided to continue practicing Bikram yoga during this pregnancy because I had a lot of anxiety around pregnancy. I had a lot of fear, and the fear represented sort of my past, and there was a lot of hope, and the hope represented the future, and I just wanted to be really present in every moment, so that the outcome didn't necessarily matter, so that I was able to enjoy every moment of the pregnancy as it was happening. I really wanted to focus on that. And when you practice Bikrams, you just have to live in that moment. You have to live in the pose. You have to breathe through the pose. So the practice just really aligned with what I wanted for my pregnancy. Bikram yoga has been so good for all of my pregnancy struggles. I feel like there are days when I wake up and I just feel so uncomfortable and swollen, and then I come in and practice, and the sweat just helps you get to this place of like, oh my gosh, I really am glowing, and that always feels so nice. And I have to say, when I practice Bikrams at least twice a week, I avoid back pain and back problems and uncomfortable feelings. I find that if I practice less than that, just once a week or no times a week, my back really starts to bother me, and the extra weight in the belly really starts to weigh me down. So I always know that if I'm starting to feel a little uncomfortable, I need to get to a class to really just help alleviate those struggles. I also really struggled with heartburn, and coming to class, it would just always help so much with the heartburn. I honestly can't imagine going through this pregnancy without practicing Bikrams. You know, there are days when I wake up and I feel really not well and kind of self-critical. And it's really interesting that I'll come to yoga and I'll put on my yoga clothes, and I immediately feel better about myself. I change and I wear less clothing, so I'm really able to see my body, and it makes me really appreciate what it's able to do for me. So that's been really invaluable. To new mothers who are considering practicing yoga or continuing to practice yoga through their pregnancy, I would say do it. Practice Bikrams. It feels so good. I feel so much calmer because of it. I feel like it's really helped me through this pregnancy. It's really helped me have the pregnancy that I imagined. And everyone in the studio is so supportive, and it's really nice to come into a practice where people care about you and they want to know your progress, and everyone's so encouraging, and it feels so nice to come in and just be like, yeah, I'm growing a baby and I'm doing yoga, and everyone's excited to be around you and to practice next to you in class.